Hello everyone, it's my great honor to stand here to give a day speech. Today, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chen Dandan. I come from HNNU University, and my topic is differences between Chinese and Western food culture. Food plays an important role in Chinese culture in ancient times. In ancient times, because of our low level of productivity, people were always concerned about whether they could be hungry. That's why food is so important. But with the development of China, we have higher requirements on food. And to research on these differences can make us know more about our traditional and American culture so that we can adopt an objective, tolerant, and respectful attitude to different cultures. And today, I will share my point of view from three aspects. They are diet concepts, tablewares, and table manners. First, let's look at our first part, diet concepts. Chinese diet concepts. Chinese has put food to the top priority, but at the saying goes, hunger breeds discontent. That means the masses regard food as everything. When we meet acquaintances, we would grade him or her, have you ever eaten a meal? That means we regard food as everything. And second, we pay attention to color, flavor, shape, and employment, but the actions during cooking may destroy the nutrition constituent. It is a fatal weakness. And also, color and shape are external presentation, and flavor is internal stuff. We stress internality instead of external decoration by design. We stress flavor, but not show of shape and color excessively. That is the most significant reflection of Chinese artistic diet culture. And third, the beauty of moderation. What we Chinese pursue is a kind of imagery beyond words. So we Chinese stress the beauty of moderation, the quintessence of the Chinese cuisine. And second, let's look at the Western diet culture. And in Western, they pay attention to rational diet idea, and that the nutrition comes first. They care about the intake of calories, vitamins, protein, and so on a day. And also, it is consistent with Western philosophy, of which metaphysics is the main character of it. And this kind of philosophy gives the Western culture vitality. And then let's look at the tablewares. As for the tablewares, we use chopsticks to eat, and we use bowl to drink sauce, and also we use spoon to drink. In the West, we use knife and fork to eat. And when it comes to chopsticks, we associate with chopsticks. I'm talking about knife and fork. It is consistent with the Western. Therefore, as two kinds of typical tablewares, to some extent, they too can reflect different cultures between East and West. Now, I will explain it in detail. Chopsticks. Chopsticks originated from the place where abounds with bamboos, and as time went by, bamboos and woods become the main material of chopsticks. And when it comes to chopsticks, we would imagine seeing that the family members sit around and share the meals. And also, the most obvious characteristic is cope with shifting events by sticking to a fundamental principle. The most obvious characteristic of chopsticks is cope with shifting events by sticking to a fundamental principle. Square or oblate, long or short, hard or soft, whatever it is, all of them can be eaten with chopsticks. It is really magic. Use light energy but gain amounts of food. There is an evaluation about chopsticks. Such simple stuff utilize leverage principle skillfully. Chopsticks are extension of our fingers. How smart it is! It is precisely provided that our ways of thinking are indirect, not straight. We are good at using tricks and strategies. And knife and fork. Knife and fork. Knife and fork's initial origin is related to nomadic nations' lifestyle in ancient Europe. They lived on the horseback, carrying their knives. They always roasted the meat and cut it to eat directly. After a while, they began their resident life. Knife and fork came into chicken. And when it comes to the knife and fork, we must cause the situation that everyone enjoy their own dish separately. And maybe it is one of the reasons why they emphasize their dependence. When their descendants grow up, they will naturally generate the idea that they should make a living by themselves. And Westerners replaced the twigs with stone and knife in advance. Then they began to use metal to manufacture tools. At length, knife came out. To some extent, it reflects the Western emphasis on heavy industry. Will be only a common phenomenon, that is, we sit around and share the meals. We put food in the bowl or plate of others. These behaviors are showing our respect and politeness. The place where we are eating will be filled with laughter and a voice of talking. This scene is bustling and harmonious. And also, in China, traditionally, it is polite for the youngest member of the table before a meal starts and literally tell them, go ahead and start the meal. It embodies our traditional virtue, respect the old and cherish the young. And let's look at the Western tablewares. Okay, it is forbidden, in Western, it is forbidden to put their food to their plate, and also if it may result in some more serious consequence that they will think you have poor personal hygiene. And also there are some forbiddance in Western. Don't make unbecoming noise and don't talk at an excessively loud volume. Chew with your mouth closed. And second, if you are invited to the American's home, if you finish everything on your plate, the host will believe the dishes they prepared are very delicious. Also, except in public restaurants, don't ask to take some of uneaten food away from the meal after it ends. Especially when having a formal dinner, this is not polite in both China and America. Diet is indispensable for our daily life. So in the face of different food culture, what we should do is to find their mutual advantages so that our Chinese cuisine can be more outstanding, and then to enrich our traditional culture. And I think one day the differences between Chinese and Western will no longer be the different. That's all. Thank you.